Good evening, parents. Welcome to Peer Counseling. I'm Mr. Archibald. Just so you know, I am also the Senior Project Coordinator. So I wear a couple hats on this campus. Anyway, moving on, a little more about me. I graduated from Bonita High School. I am a Bearcat. I graduated in '97. I went to the University of Laverne after that, where I got my bachelor's degree in English and a master's degree in education. I am married to my wife, Kimberly, for 8 years now. We have a 5-year-old son. His name is Keaton. He is a crazy ball of energy. The term that lots of people use when they meet him is that he is all boy, which those of you guys who have had boys and know, I guess that means that they are always like that. So, and he is certainly no exception. We have an 18-month-old daughter. Her name's Kennedy. She's in baby babble stage right now, so she's just kind of jibber-jabbering a lot. Can't understand a lot of what she says, but it's sure fun to hear her little voice. So we're really enjoying that. I've been the PACE coordinator for 10 years, and it is something that I've kind of done for most of my career here. But this is the first year of doing this program, and that's because this program sort of came out of some mental health awareness work that we did last year, and something that I suggested to kids, and they thought it would be a good idea to have a place where students can talk to students about some of their problems. And so that's where the idea for peer counseling was sort of born/reborn. We had it when I first started here 17 years ago. We had it for a couple years, and then it sort of just went away. So I am resurrecting this program in order to hopefully give our kids some resources and some people to talk to. So what do we study in the class? It covers two major areas. The first of the major areas is the UCLA Peers Training, which is a social skills training program. It was originally done to help kids with autism, but then they found that actually it's helping everybody, and so that it became sort of a more mainstream program. I'll give you some more details on it. I have a whole slide on it here in a minute. The other part of class, at least for this first semester, is that we're working on sort of a personal improvement, mental health awareness aspect of this class. And so the first thing I've actually asked students to do is to challenge themselves to be a better version of themselves, to try to do, instead of choosing to do the lazy thing, choosing to do the right thing more often, and how we can do that. And so we're just in the first stages of that, but really trying to improve all aspects of our life. And so we have a long way to go because we're so early on, but that will be the other part of that class. And a lot of those things will transfer between the two halves of the class as well. When we're back on campus, ideally, I believe that is supposed to be at the turn of the new year here, as where we're slated at this point. We'll add the counseling portion in, where students can actually come in, if they're having an issue or whatever, they can come in and get help from somebody. So we'll start to do that more in second semester once we've gotten through all the training and stuff. Okay, so peers training. Couple big things about it. It is the only publicly available evidence-based social skills program for teens and young adults. Okay, it says on here with autism spectrum disorder, and other social challenges. So that means that things like anxiety and depression and all of those things kind of fall into this as well, which is basically everybody. So it does work and help everybody essentially. It's been peer reviewed 25 different times. There's a whole, the website is full of this stuff if you really want to know more about it. It's used in over 75 countries. It's been translated into a dozen different languages. It is essentially the best training around for a program such as this. There goes the bell. Personal improvement and the mental health awareness part of this class. Basically, I kind of described it a little bit already. But we're challenging ourselves to become the best version of ourselves so that we have the strength and ability to help others when they need us. If we're in a bad place as peer counselors, then it's going to be hard to be in a good place for the people that are coming in for the help. And so that's kind of the idea behind it. And so you'll see they'll probably be talking to you about some of the stuff I'm having them do. It's sometimes a little goofy or seems a little weird, or it's like, why am I doing this? But there's a point to all of it. Okay, so anyway. We will, second semester also have, because we are going to be sort of charging ourselves with planning Mental Health Awareness Week. We will be doing some of that as well. So homework, there's very little homework in this class. Students have probably shown you already. Most of it is really self-reflection, reflection. They might have a little bit of writing to do, a little bit of, other activities like meditating or taking a minute to calm themselves if they're having time, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Late work, I don't anticipate this being a problem, but I just do like 2 days. After 2 days, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to give so much work. I see this being an issue, but it's there nonetheless. For absences, any work missed, check Canvas. That's where everything's going to go. It's going to be there. Ask me questions. Come to the differentiated instruction time and get your questions answered there. That's pretty much going to cover you in terms of absences. Grading, it's a total points, no rounding. It's a 10-point scale, so it's sort of typical for most of the classes that are at Bonita. Grades can be checked anytime. My goal is to do it every 2 weeks. I haven't done it yet so far, but maybe by the time you see this, you will see some grades as well. Dark hours is one of the things they wanted us to talk to you guys about. This is just really to give teachers a better work-life balance. We were getting students texting us through Remind at all hours and emailing us at all hours. And some teachers have their email on their phone and all of that. And so it was disruptive. They were not being able to have kind of off time or not teaching time. And so basically, Bonita wanted us to tell parents that if an email comes in after 3 on a weekday, or if it comes in on the weekend, you may not get a response until the next school day, basically. And so that's just done so that so that we can get a little bit of time off and not have to feel like we're working 24 hours a day. How can I be contacted? Email's the best way. You can call the school and leave a message. I'm not on campus every day, so I may not get that message right away. So email would be the best way to get a quicker response from me. Extra help, if your son or daughter needs extra help, needs to talk to me about something, anything, that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday differentiated instruction time from 1:20 to 2:15 is the time to do it right now. If we get back on campus and intervention's a thing, we'll have time there. I have an open 7th. A lot of the kids in this class are seniors, so that might be a good time to talk to me as well. I'm here in the morning. I stay at break. I'll be here. Basically, if we're on campus, I'll be here for the students if they need me. So they just have to tell me. Last thing, what can parents do to help? Monitor their assignments, monitor their work, make sure they're just doing their job. Confer with me when necessary. If there's something going on, personal issues, etc., I want to know so that I know what's going on, so that I'm not riding anybody too hard. Help me as best as you can, help them as best as you can, and thank you for coming tonight, because that was the first step in helping your son or daughter out this year. So thank you, and have a great night.